And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now, and on the hill in this one, Christopher Sanchez. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Okay, all set to go. This is Bryce Terang. Chases that one out of the zone. One away.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Leon makes the grab for the second out. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Christian Yelich. Bouncer to second. And that is the inning. Middle of the first. No score after a half inning. Back here in Philadelphia. And our pitcher tonight, Jacob Mizorowski. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Back to right, and it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
This is Bryson's stop. Left-hand batter waits. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Goes down looking. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground to first, and that's just foul. The 1-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Mitchell moving back. It's he circles the bases. It's 2-0.
put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here's Harper now. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Stays alive. Two runs across in the inning. You're in game one of this three-game set. And another ball. Triple digits on that last pitch.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out, and we'll end the inning. But the Phils get two on this blast, and it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. Top of the second, and now the catcher comes up to him. Gary Sanchez. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
And misses inside.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
This to third. Boom. Whips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. That's down and in.
2-1.
The Brewers down by a pair here at the top of the second. That's in there. And that's strike two. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
And now the lefty. And down on strikes he goes. And now two gone.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Number 5, Garrett Mitchell.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
2 balls,
2 outs, base is empty. The next offering misses, and the count's full. The line of the pitch. Lifted in the air, right field. Garcia settles under it. And that is that. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the second. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting 7.
And here is Adolis Garcia. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And a swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they're on top 2-0. Back here in Philadelphia, top half of the 3rd inning. Here's a speed threat, David Hamilton. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on the line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Up now for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. Kicks and fires. That one fouled off. The Phillies up by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Stock for 1. On to first, double play.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
And now the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. And there's a strike. The Phils leading by 2 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one ripped. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 2 and the Brewers nothing. As we go to the last of the 3rd, and digging in for Philadelphia, Pedro Leon. Out towards right center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner at the plate.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo. Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. The 1-1. Foul ball there. The Phillies trying to break this one open here in the last half of the 3rd. Got it by him for the K.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging at or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and we're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
That one is absolutely belted. That's bad. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 5-zip.
Fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the allowing the ball to travel. It's pure reaction to hit a pitch and not location. That's a tremendous swing.
Bryce Harper to the plate. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Two now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One out, base is empty. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. It doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike three. Phils get 3 on this long ball. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Bryce Turang. Next offering is down low.
I never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
Man at first, William Contreras. Up now for the Brewers. Here comes a pitch. Runner on the go. Bounce to the right. And that one finds its way through. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And now it's Christian Yelich. Down on strikes. Now one away. 2 on with 1 out. Gary Sanchez up now for the Brewers. In today's game, you look at exit velocity as a measure of process, and if guys are hitting the ball hard, eventually the results usually follow. Gary Sanchez, he is a guy that hits the ball hard. Grounder might be 2. Over to second for 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Phillies 5 and the Brewers 0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Now the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, left field. Yelich should have it. 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder
Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. And a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Turang drifts towards it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
The catcher, number 13, Rafael.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Rafael Marchand. Right through there for a strike. Headed down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Struck him out looking. Phillies down in order as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the DH, Jackson Chourio. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And
That's a
that
ball.
just misses.
2-2 to count.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gets it to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
The right fielder, number 5, Garrett Mitchell.
Garrett Mitchell will hit next. One down, base is empty. And there's a hit.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And the batter now, David Hamilton.
Ball,
And another
out.
ball. Makes the catch for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Man at first, digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Blake Perkins. The Phils leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 5th.
That's
That
a
one
ball.
missed. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two outs.
Full count.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Got him swinging. Brewers strand 1. It's 5-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Pedro Leon. The pitch. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. And the leadoff man set down, and they're half the 5th.
Number 7, shortstop,
Trey Turner now. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. At the belt and fires. And that one in the air center field. And it falls. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat.
Turner runs. Center field. Perkins settles under it. And there's 2 down. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. .99 miles per hour to finish him off. Phillies strand 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Top of the 6th inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. The pitch. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Out to center. Settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. So the lineup flips over. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And that one almost hit him. Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And there's ball four.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now back, the first baseman.
One down. William Contreras. Up now for the Brewers. And he deals.
Outside, that's a ball.
It's softly on the ground, left side. To second, there's one. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Phillies 5 and the Brewers nothing. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, D.L. Hall.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Up and in, and that's ball 2.
2-2 count.
And that one missing low. The wind to the pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. One down, base is empty. Ripped to third. Terang over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
No left field.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Bounced up the middle. Boots it. And that extends the inning.
Now back, right fielder,
Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Garcia swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home. A little out front there as he swings through it.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one off the mark. Now 2-2. And a pitch. On the ground, out to short. Ortiz zips it to first, and that is the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Christian Yelich. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. That one gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Sanchez checks over to first, and he's back. The pitch. There goes the runner. There's the ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. High fly ball down the left field line. Marsh moving back. Gone. And they slice into the lead. It's 5-2. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And now Jackson Chourio. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1. On the ground. Trey Turner gloves it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boogie doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
And now Garrett Mitchell. Next pitch is inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that's in for a strike.
That four-door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Got him. And there's one down. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in safely.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Calls it in, and there's 2 away. Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play. And the batter now, Blake Perkins. That one away inside. Two outs. That's hard hit on the line. Garcia makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Logan Henderson.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And now for the Phillies, Rafael Marchand.
The catcher.
And a 1-2.
Marchand.
And they'll do it again. Left field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
Now batting, center fielder.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Pedro Leon. One down, base is empty. Got him. That's out number 2.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Back to the top of the lineup, and the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They're still out in front 5-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brad Keller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just
Now
filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now it's the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. The Brewers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And here it comes. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And there's a foul ball. And now it's filled up. Ground ball left side. Boom. Goes on to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Now the third baseman, Bryce Terang. Right-handed reliever. Pitch misses inside. And the count's even at 2. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 8th. Here's the high lead past him. That's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's William Contreras. On a line, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Here's Yelich at the dish. Ground ball up the middle. Stop. They get the force. Out number 3. Milwaukee leaves 1. They trail at 5-2. Bottom of the 8th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. The line to kick the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days, but when you're still winning the ball game.
Oh, now a great stop. The flip, it's there, and that's a great play.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Here's Bryce Harper. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Throwing the ball well, and they need the scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Softly hit to third. In there safely.
Nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. So 2 down, and now it's Alec Bohm. And a 3-1 on the way. To the right side, Hamilton. Fires over to first. That's the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. 9th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 5 and the Brewers 2. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. And he blows that one by him at 100.
2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And next is the designated hitter, Jackson Chourio. Slice down the right side. One down, base is empty.
2-2. Yep.
Ripped to short. Turner with the throw to first. Now only 1 out remaining. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. Left-hand hitter waits. And another ball. Swing and a miss.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Another outing, another save. That's his 20th of the season, and this was a good example of why they rely on him so heavily in these close games.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. first pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And today's starter, Jesus Luzardo. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure. He's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight. They start to aim the baseball. But for some reason, he gets looser. The ball comes out of his hand with more life. And he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Foul ball. The pitch. This one in the air, center field. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here in Philadelphia, today's starting pitcher, Brandon Woodruff.
You can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Ripped, but it curls foul. 1 out, base is empty. The punch out there, and there's 2 away.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swung on, bolted. Way back there. And that ball is gone. That was blasted to the moon. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's Harper now.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, and reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series. And that is there. Harper frustrated as he's rung up on strikes. And he lets the plate umpire know it. So the Phillies strike first with a solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back after this on the show. Back in Citizens Bank Park. Second inning set to go. Now it's Christian Yelich.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Outside low, and that's ball 2. Wouldn't chase that time. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Next offer is in for a strike. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
3-2 down. And that's too high, ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Andrew Vaughn now. And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls and a strike. The Phillies up by a run here at the top of the second. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. And now the lefty. Base hit right field. Yelich flies around third. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high-level spot right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball and let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Swings through that. And a pitch. On a line. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Safe. He beats the tag. We're tied at 1.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag, the tag, takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it, but a really good job of getting that run in from third.
2 on, 1 out. Up now for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. The pitch. Outside low, 2-1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And another ball.
Gonna lay off that pitch down.
Joseph Ortiz to bat next. Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So first and second with 2 outs. Next for the Brewers, Joseph Ortiz. Two on, 2 outs. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires the first. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. All tied 1-1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. The line and pitch. Now he breaks his bat. Gone. He takes it on his own and quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth. The left fielder,
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. 1-1 now. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. And there are 2 outs.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And another ball. And a big swing and a miss.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a tapper. In time to ball. And the Phillies are set down in order. Down quickly go the Phillies. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. This is Bryce Terang. Goes down looking. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Not even close there. 2-1. That one lifted to left. Marsh makes the grab for the second out. And now it's William Contreras. Wouldn't chase that time. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Base hit into right field.
Most hitters dream of being able to hit breaking pitches as well as this guy. It takes great bat-to-ball skills to be able to be as good as he is against the jump pitches he faces.
And now it's Christian Yelich. That one missed. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And a swing and a miss. And down on strikes. That's out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Adolis Garcia. Hit on the ground to the right side. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Pedro Leon.
So digging in, Pedro Leon. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Line drive, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Turner now. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first, and they get Turner for the out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Bryson.
This is Bryson's stop. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. All tied 1-1. And we're back on to the 4th. Up now for Milwaukee, Andrew Vaughn. And a pitch. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Got it. And that's the first out. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. The hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Just missing there. Full count now. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. Down the line. Garcia heads after it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 4th. Tied 1-1. Back here in Philadelphia, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Kyle Schwarber. There's a swing and a miss.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
That one inside. The count now 2-2. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
The first baseman
Now here is Harper. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. And he deals. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. One down, base is empty. In the air, right center. This is matched way back, and a gigantic blast. His 11th of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Base is empty, 1 away. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros did a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
So man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. Right-hander kicks, deals. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. JT Realmuto steps in. 2 outs. Out to short. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. He stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Vaughn grabs it on the run. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And now the center fielder, Blake Perkins. And the pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Here's a 1-2. Swings through for the K. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's down and away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fights it off, you'll see another. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was off. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. The pitch. That one pushed foul.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
3-2.
That one way outside, and it's a full count. The Brewers down by a run here in the 2nd game of the series. Struck him out looking.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And digging in for Philadelphia, Pedro Leon. This one popped up right side. Terang makes the grab, 1 down. So the Philly batting order turns over. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. Swing and a miss. Missed with a changeup. 2-2. And And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the second baseman, Bryson.
2 outs, base is empty. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Drops into the glove, and that is that. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. In for a strike, and the count 1-2. The line of the pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. One and two now. And another ball. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Oh, he was shopping at the bumper right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Now the catcher up to hit, William Contreras. In the air, right field, sizing this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
And he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100th pitch. I'd be surprised if this isn't it for him.
Here's Yelich at the dish. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're down 2-1. Bottom of the 6th, and now Kyle Schwarber. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. Bryce Harper to the plate. His righty-lefty splits there. One down, base is empty. Just missed.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
2-2 now. And another ball.
3 balls. Strike.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
2 down, nobody on. That just misses, and it's 2-1. And a foul ball.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Phillies down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Orion Kerkering on to pitch out of the pen here. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Hit in the air, right field. Garcia settles under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. And another ball. Action in the pen down there. Jose Alvarado, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Keller getting loose as well. Time asked for at the plate prior to the 2-1 pitch. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. Blake Perkins in the Milwaukee on deck circle. Looking to get the tying run on base. On the ground right side. And that'll do it. Brewers go down quietly, and our score remains 2-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Trevor McGill.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Hit hard, that gets through, and the leadoff man aboard. Well, he waited until the seventh, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Signy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit, and a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat, but man, honestly, it's hard not to.
Vaughn fires to second for one, relay to first, double play.
Now back.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. This one popped up, foul ground first base side. He's got it, and that is out number 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brad Keller.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And the righty deals. And the count 1-2. Righty to the plate. And another ball. Movement in the bullpen. Yohan Duran, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Leon settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. One down, base is empty. Line drive, base hit.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Next for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Hit a good pitch on the inside. Gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That's a little bit low. Big spot, 2 outs. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard, and we're in the top of the 8th. And strike 2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
So the tying run at second keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Abner Uribe.
He's doing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just kept it simple, played Pepper with the middle of the infield, and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And Allen got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Back to the top of the lineup. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. Nobody out, runner at first. Inside at 100. And that's ball 3. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do? Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And that's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Bryson Stott, the next to hit. This to center field. Puts it away for the out. So now the DH spot, Kyle Schwarber. 2 on, 1 out. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Through 8 full, it's the Phillies 2 and the Brewers 1. Back, it's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Yohan Duran.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can, so it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Marsh quickly gets it back in as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. And another ball.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. And you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
Too low, and it's ball 3.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
And that one is lifted in the air. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second, but now he won't try for third. Stays put with 1 away.
The left fielder, number 11,
Jackson Chourio getting ready to hit.
2-1.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Runner takes off. Pitches low. Over to third, but the throw's offline.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there, stealing third base probably caught him off guard a little bit.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Turner should have it. Makes the catch for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So they're down to their final out. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Luis Rengifo. The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Jake Bauers.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
On a strike, the pitch. Right through there for a strike. The Brewers down to their final strike. Two outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies strand the tying run on base to win.
Well, it looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity, but it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. So the Philadelphia Phillies are in position to sweep this three-game series with a win. So, Chris, what's their mindset heading into today?
Yeah, looking to go 3 for 3, Boog. They've already won the series, and now they can really leave their mark. It's all about having confidence, and that's what a team takes away from a sweep. So they're happy to win the series, but they'll really be riding high tomorrow with the win today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starting pitcher, Taijuan Walker. What's the word on him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Ready to go? And stepping in is the speedy Sal Frelick.
Second baseman, Sal Frelick.
And the righty deals. And that one fouled off.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Left-hand batter waits. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Kicks and deals. Fights it off. You'll see another. The 1-2. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next pitch is outside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him looking. He didn't make make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, they should get some fist bumps when he gets back into the dugout, because even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. And this is a long haul where you're trying to get that pitch count up as early as possible. So gave the guys behind.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And it's off the wall. Now around second, going for third. Oh, the throw is wild. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
And now it's William Contreras. The 1-1 is fouled off.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
The pitch. And that one moves his feet. And this is inside. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He put out some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Gary Sanchez now. And a foul ball left side.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. Way at the plate. Got it. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. He goes down looking. 1 hit in the inning, a triple, but they leave him stranded. Phillies coming up to hit, no score. Back here in Philadelphia, on the hill here today, Quinn Priester. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. Got him swinging.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Fouls one off. 2-2. Righty to the plate. And delivers outside. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Lace down the line. Could be extra bases. Lead runner around second. The relay, safe at second. He legs out the double.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Second and third, one gone. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. And that one fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it under the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field now.
Here's the 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Stepping in, Otto Kemp. And the pitch. Fought off foul. And that one is in the dirt. Now 2-2. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. That one misses, and the count is filled up. High fly ball down the left field line. That's gone. And it's gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Sure, there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Philadelphia, and now here is Jackson Chourio.
Jackson Chourio.
This one in the air. Turner should have it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Andrew Vaughn now. The pitch. Base hit, left center field. So a man aboard now with one away. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now.
I'm John Shambi with Chris Singleton. One out here in a second. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Backed off the plate that time. Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One away, runners at second and third. Next for Milwaukee, Luis Rengifo. Righty delivers. Lifted in the air, right center field. Moore sizes this one up. He makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Blake Perkins. The Phils up by 2 here in the third and final game of the series. Right side. Stop. Slings to first. They limit the damage here. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 3 and the Brewers 1. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Here comes a pitch. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second. Not in time. He's safe.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in the mechanics.
Here's Dylan Moore. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
You go ahead and count 3-1. I think as a leadoff man that's got the ability to change the game with your speed, you want to really, really lock in on your pitch in that 3-1 count. And he hit a borderline pitch there. That's just adjustments you want to see a kid make. He didn't make it in that at bat.
Kicks and fires. Foul ball there. Pitch. On the ground. Frelick. Over to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they still lead it 3-1. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the second baseman, Sal Frelick. Hit hard, that gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And the right-hander deals. Runner on the go. Throw. Tag. A bullet from JT Realmuto.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Got it. And 2 away now. And now it's William Contreras. The line of the pitch. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Bounce to the left side. And foul ball. It is interesting, though. when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
The catcher,
Here's Gary Sanchez. This to third, and that one finds its way through. Contreras rounds third, headed for the plate. Now he stops, and he's able to get back into third.
He needed out one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Jackson Chourio now at the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. That's towards center. He's under it. Drops into the glove, and that's the third out. Brewers strand a couple. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Set for the bottom of the third. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Right side, hard hit. In plenty of time to first. Schwarber out on the play.
the batter number 7, shortstop,
Here's Trey Turner. That one finds the zone. Going to count 1 and 2. On the ground, out to short. Hamilton throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play, and almost got it done. But good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
So up next, Otto Kemp. The 1-1. Turner runs. Fouled off. He was late. The 1-2. Bounce to the right. Oh, great stop. Off balance feed. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Phillies 3 and the Brewers 1. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. The line to kick the pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-2 down.
And there's a ball. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So digging in, David Hamilton. 1-1 now.
That's ball 2.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Gone. Round second on his way to third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Luis Rengifo will hit next. Up the middle. Stop. throws to first in time, but they cut it to one as the run comes in.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across 1 run. Still one out there to pick up.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Blake Perkins. That one hooked foul. The pitch. Hits and misses. That's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third and 1 out. Couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Next to hit, Sal Frelick. Balance throw in time. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Phillies 3 and the Brewers 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. On a 4, and here is Sosa to the plate. The 1-1. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. You can try the ball like that. More often than not, you're picking up enough. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
The pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And the pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
So up next, Dylan Moore. Two on, 1 out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
This is Bryson Stott. 2 outs. On the ground to third. In time to Vaughn. That ends the frame. Phillies leave a couple, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Back at Citizens Bank Park, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Christian Yelich. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. Activity in the bullpen. Tanner Banks, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Wilson, the right-hander, also getting loose. That one misses. 3-1 now.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And that one hammered. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. That'll fire up the dugout. His 11th of the year. It's 3-3.
Crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
And here is William Contreras. And now 2-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Lined into left center, base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice line drive to the close side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now it's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. One on, nobody out, a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Off balance beat, there's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. Just missed. Man at first, one away. Into left center for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So first and second with one man gone. Andrew Vaughn now.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And a pitch. That misses the zone. Full count now.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can swing
and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. 2 on, 2 outs. That one pulled foul. And he deals. Pitch misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Around third. Here comes the throw. He's in safely at second as a run scores on the play.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Taijuan Walker won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Seth Johnson on the pitch here.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and the little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. That one to first. He handles it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Phillies 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Down the number 2 hitter, Alec Bohm. Right-hander kick steals. On the ground to first. He steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Kyle
Schwarber stands in for the Phillies.
Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
In time to Vaughn. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
Trey Turner at the plate. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering is downstairs.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Out to short, Hamilton. On to first. And the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Score holds at 4-3. Back here in Philadelphia, top of the 6th inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Base hit. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Now it's the second baseman, Sal Frelick. And here it comes. To the right side. Stott over to first in time. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
now batting, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
And now it's Christian Yelich. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
One away with a runner at third. Fouled off to the right. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In to score is the runner from third. It's 5-3.
Picks himself up an RBI. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
One out, runner at second. Here's the Brewers DH, William Contreras. Ball to strike. And another ball. That one finds the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man at second. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one missed. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Right-handed reliever gets a piece and stays alive. And the righty deals. Stop. Throws to first. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
The catcher, number 99, Gary.
And here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Wouldn't chase that time.
2-2, Tim.
Next one misses. Ball 3. Jackson Chourio up next for the Brewers. This one lifted in the air, left field. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
2 outs, runner at first. Jackson Chourio digs in now. A little out front there as he swings through.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 runs across in the inning, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And now it's even up. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Sanchez around second, headed for third. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He's safe.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Now, pitcher in the game, Bryce Wilson.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Runner at third, 2 away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one cutting but missing down low. And the next pitch is way outside. David Hamilton in the Milwaukee on deck circle. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Runner from third comes across, and it's 8-3. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
He was all over that one. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And now it's going to be David Hamilton. He swings and fouls one off. Left-hand hitter waits. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Runner at second. 2 down. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And that is that. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Brewers 8 and the Phillies 3. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the left fielder, Otto Kemp. The pitch. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. And now for the Phillies, Edmundo Sosa.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Gone. There's one. Back to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it is JT Realmuto. Hammer, base hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Adolis Garcia.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
And now Adolis Garcia. The Brewers leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is down low. Just a slow ground ball this time. Whips it across. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Phillies strand 1. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. Top of inning number 7. Up now for Milwaukee, Luis Rengifo. The wind of the pitch. Up the middle. Turner with the throw to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
The center fielder, number 16,
Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Strike 2.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab. 2 down.
the batter number 10, second base.
Back to the top of the lineup, Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. And another ball. And it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's outside. Christian Yelich in the on-deck circle. And that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, a base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
2 outs. That one fouled off. The 1-2 stays alive. One and 2 here. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Brewers strand 1. They lead at 8-3. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now Dylan Moore. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The punch out there picks up strikeout number 7.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum with that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled. 2-2
now. Bounced up the middle. Loves it on the dive. Fires to first. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
Well, this is unfortunate because it looked like it was going to be an awesome play, something we see on the highlights tonight and tomorrow. But you have to applaud the effort on the stop. And if you don't take care of the throw, it goes from a wow moment to one you regret really quick.
And now it's Alec Bohm, the 1-1. On the ground, could be 2. Fires across the diamond. That's it out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Kyle
Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Man on second, 2 down. And a base hit up the middle. Around third. He will score, and it's 8-4.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner at first with 2 away. Trey Turner with a chance now. And he swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. They take the force out. That ends the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 8-4. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Orion Kerkering.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Now it's the DH, William Contreras. The pitch. Well struck, right field. That one back there. And caught on a warning track. And Gary Sanchez at the plate. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Throws to first in time.
Up next for Milwaukee, the left fielder,
Jackson Chourio, the next to hit. 2 outs, base is empty. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tanner Banks up and throwing. Meza getting loose as well. Righty to the plate. That one finds the zone, and the count is 2-2. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Logan Henderson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees.
the first baseman,
And now the first baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. 1 down, base is empty. Shoots a line drive single into right center.
Now catcher.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. JT Realmuto getting ready to hit. That misses the zone. 2-1.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Yelich hauls it in, 2 away.
The batter, the right fielder,
Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Two outs. That pitch just misses the inside corner. 2-2. Yeah, this one bounces away from Sanchez. And now a man into scoring position. Two outs and one in scoring position. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that ends the inning. One left for Philadelphia. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tanner Banks. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. In there at the knees, it's a ball in 2 strikes. And another ball. Bounced out to short. Rolls across the diamond, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Now back, the shortstop, David Hamilton.
David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Edge of the zone for a strike. 2-2 now. Short hop liner, handled it short. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Next for the Brewers, Luis Rengifo. They go with the intentional walk, so he's on first with 2 out. So a man aboard, digging in. Blake Perk, odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second of. Very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases. 2 outs, bases loaded. Next for Milwaukee, Christian Yelich. To the right side. Got him on the off-balance throw. Yelich out on the play. And the inning is over. So they load the bases, but leave them stranded. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Brewers 8 and the Phillies 4. And we're back. Last chance for the home team. Here's the center fielder, Dylan Moore. And that one is lifted in the air. Flying after this one. Long run, tracks it down. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
Well, they've kept it pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
In time to ball. Phillies have just 1 out remaining.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Next to hit, Alec Bohm. And there's a hit.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
They're down to their final strike.
The two-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And our final here today, 8th the War. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon.